my hands more often within the last couple of weeks than I think I have my whole entire lifetime. That's what we do, huh? Gotta keep ourselves safe, gotta keep everyone else healthy. Certainly becoming a new normal for all of us. But not everything in this crazy thing we're going through right now with the coronavirus is normal. Here's something that ain't normal. This. People are just nuts over this now. There was a major department store that shut down today because people were fighting over toilet paper. I don't think we're thinking right when our fear is so welled up inside of us that we gotta trample one another just to get toilet paper when toilet paper isn't gonna prevent the germs from coming on you anyway. It's crazy. It's just crazy. A lot of fear out there. Not good. Yeah, not good at all. I think we're so afraid of empty shelves, of not having enough toilet paper, that we have forgotten about our hearts maybe not having enough of His paper on them. What we're talking about, of course, is having fear and not faith in this situation. You know, God gave us this promise in Psalm 91 that just speaks to exactly this situation. He said, "Those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This I declare about the Lord. He alone is my refuge, my place of safety. He is my God, and I trust Him. For He will rescue you from every trap and protect you from every deadly disease. He'll cover you with His feathers. He'll shelter you with His wings. His faithful promises are your armor and your protection." This is reminding us that He's sovereign and He will cover us. He will carry us through. You know, He'll be there with us no matter where this disease leads, individually and as a society and as a nation as well. He's going to be there. And so the interesting thing to me about God and His love for us is that, you know what, it doesn't matter whether we're faithful or whether we just have fear. His love isn't binary. It's not either or. He loves us and will be there for us regardless of where our heart's at. It's like when Jesus walked on the water in Matthew chapter 14. You know, it's a storm on the Sea of Galilee. The disciples are freaking out. They're afraid. The boat's rocking. The wind is really strong. And Jesus walks out in the middle of the night. And as He's approaching, they're freaking out. They think He's a ghost. And He simply says to them, "Take courage. It is I." Take courage. I am with you. That word courage wasn't like, you know, grab a hold of something off the shelf and you have strength. The word courage was, it comes bolstered from within. I'm with you. Because I am with you, you can have me bolstering you from within. During this crazy time of the coronavirus, we can know that we can be bolstered and lifted up and have courage from within our relationship with God. So that means that we, in spite of what's happening, we can have peace and not panic. We can help somebody out and not freak out. So that's, to me, where God is wanting us as a church to go, is to walk on water with Him during this storm. That we don't have to be panicked. We can have peace. We don't have to freak out. We can help out. So obviously the question is, what's that look like? Well, let me show you what that looks like. What it looks like is the church is going to leave the building. Yeah, the church is going to leave. We're going to leave this building actually in 2 weeks. Our lease runs out. And if the schools are still open, we'll meet at Rodriguez High School. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, you know, many churches are asked to not meet because they're larger than 250 people. We're not that size. We can still meet, but we want to make sure that everybody is safe. There's a specific mandate in 1 Peter chapter 5 where the church is supposed to take care of each other. And we don't want anyone hurt or anyone harmed. So if someone's 60 years or older, they have a health condition of heart problems or diabetes or a lung problem, don't come. Stay home. We're going to live stream the service. We're not going to be in the building. We're going to be out there in your homes. We're going to have opportunities for you to chat with one another and connect with one another and pray with one another online, so that even though we're not together, and we want to be together, I know it really stinks that we can't, but we're going to make sure that community still happens. And even more important is we're going to turn our prayers from one of protect us to one of use us. See, there's a pretty busy world out there, as you all know, because you live in it. I live in it. We want to make sure that people know that we're here to pray for them. If they need resources or need connected to something or someone to help them out during this time, then that's what the church is for. The church is going to leave the building because God's kicking us out, and I know it's a terrible situation, but there's a reason for him to do everything. And we see the reason for us is to